this is the bit that actually I get most excited about, being a bit nerdy. It's, I've seen these histograms of forecasting the requirement for labor on site in like Excel format, totally static. There's no kind of account for like if there's delays for whatever reason, which there obviously always will be. And, when we start plugging into those kind of labor forecast requirements, the difference we can make in terms of, making sure that the companies have the needs before they even know they have them. Project managers have, they've just got too much on their plate. If we can take that,
I think that'd be brilliant.
That would just be incredible.
If I'm a project manager or scheduler, and next thing I open up a tab and next thing, zoop, there's all the labor that could become available for that day. And just to clarify, when you said sending donuts, you meant actual cream donuts and stuff like that to site, yeah?
We've had some creative ideas. We haven't done that yet, just to be clear.
Oh, brilliant. No, I think that's very powerful. Like, so do you have to create, are you looking at any API sort of integrations? Are you looking at any sort of partnerships? Are you looking at any sort of creative ideas that could elevate your presence by bolting yourself in with a, uncompetitive partner?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, again, this is one of the pieces that is so exciting and why I think a lot of companies maybe haven't been successful in this space is people are quite possessive over their sort of land, I guess. It's a bit of a land grab and they're like, I'm not working with anyone. Even when we started, I was trying to work with other agencies and give them people for free. And everyone's like, we don't work with other agencies, no way. And I was like, wow, there's just no collaboration here. So I've reached out to loads of potential partners and, on the tech side, on the kind of slightly less tech-enabled side, I think, other recruitment agencies, there's so much opportunity for basically the job to be done better with partners. So, if you think as an example, there are lots of machine operator suppliers who we could partner with. So if a company needs a 360 excavator, chances are they also need someone to manage to drive the machine. But when they put the order in for the excavator, there's not at the moment, for a lot of the companies, I mean, the likes of Lynch, etc., they would provide a person as well. But, some of them don't, they just provide the machine. What if there was an integration where it's machine plus worker and then we get the notification to provide the worker? So that kind of thing I think is really exciting. Another natural piece is site access. So, there are some amazing companies that do the site access turnstiles and onboarding software like Index. So I think, those kind of companies who are incredibly forward thinking and building amazing software could be great partners for us, hopefully.
With the biometrics and stuff like that as well. Yeah,
definitely. One of the biggest pain points we see is, timesheet management. Obviously, people don't always remember they left half an hour early on a Friday, which is natural. And so, there's every week for us, it's a challenge in our scalability is managing timesheet disputes and making sure that, we get that right for the customer and for the worker, and making sure that it's fair, but we don't have access to the site access. And so we can only take the worker's word for it and the company's word for it. But if we had access to the site access software, suddenly there'd be a single source of truth where all the data comes from, removes the need for someone to have to export the data, filter out which workers are the fixed workers, and then send it to us. It's just a crazy process right now.
This is what I was thinking, again, back to some of the people that I know that got really badly burnt. They said the same thing, that, everybody's trying to sell their product with their own agenda into the construction industry. And really, by the sounds of things, construction companies they want it simple. They want it and maybe they just want one point of contact rather than having 7 or 8 different, product developers or product companies ringing them going, oh, can I come in and talk to you about it? There's an update on the feature and all this kind of stuff. It's, plug and play. They're really looking for something that's more holistic, that's more integrated, that's a central point of contact. And it just seamlessly works together. So it's great to hear that you're kind of figuring that out and that you're open-minded, I suppose is what I'm trying to say in that regard. Because I think from a scalability point of view, it's very smart on your behalf.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it's definitely, when we talk to, for example, principal contractors, some of whom have faced this problem that we're tackling on a massive, massive scale. And, they talk about the worst thing you could possibly offer them is a proliferation of systems. So, tell me I have to use another system. Like, no thanks. People say construction doesn't use tech, but the truth is there's actually almost too much tech that's not integrated. And so telling that, I think, I've heard stories of people having to, upload, permits into like 3 different pieces of software for like the subcontractor, principal contractor, developer, and just insane things like that. So, in trying to introduce a 30th platform is just never going to work. So as you say, I think being able to integrate and be kind of agile and fit into what they're already using is, I think, another great advantage of us being a very young, agile tech company can hopefully bring us.